Look closely at the gazillionaire tycoon who falls under the spell of little orphan Annie, and you will see Victor Garber.
Who are you?
I'm Annie.
He envisioned a steamer, so grand in scale and...
There he is again as the noble but likable master shipbuilder Thomas Andrews, who went down with Leonardo DiCaprio and the great ship Titanic. Look familiar? Sure. But ask Canadians if they've ever heard of Victor Garber, and here's what they'll say.
Do you know who Victor Garber is?
No, I don't.
But look again.
What kind of a person would write to someone they heard on the radio?
He's Tom Hanks' best friend in Sleepless in Seattle.
Desperate women.
Do you know who Victor Garber is?
I apologize, I don't.
Police? What a kick. But I'm on with the coast.
And Goldie Hawn's ex-husband in the First Wives Club.
Babe?
Do you know who Victor Garber is?
I have no idea.
He was in the Godspell.
Wow, now there's someone who knows his actors.
Yeah, back in the late 60s, early 70s, him and Martin Short and Gilda Radner.
When I went to the producers with the idea of doing this story, they said, Victor who?
Gee, that's nice, Sandie. Thanks. Yeah, lovely.
Did I insult you?
No, no, actually, not really. Most people have no idea what my name is. But that doesn't bother me.
It doesn't?
No.
Doesn't bother him because Victor Garber thrives on being anonymous. The 50-year-old London, Ontario native likes to go for long walks and ride the subway, and he hates interviews.
I've never been interested in publicity or talking about myself particularly. It's not interesting to me. What's interesting to me is doing a role and being effective in the role and having people say, oh, boy, I really believed you as that person.
I'm not going to babysit for Uncle Francis anymore.
Babysit? You go there to practice.
An actor's actor, they call him, a classically trained character performer, part of a group of thespians noted for smart performances in small roles.
When little Victor Garber was growing up, did you always want to be an actor?
Yeah, it's all I ever wanted to be, a performer. You know, it was whether it was to gain people's affection, which it probably was, if I talked to my therapist. Whatever it was, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Not thrones and crowns, but men.
And his first big break, which our man on the street remembered, was as Jesus in Godspell. The movie was a flop, but it got him to New York and into hard times.
Wilt thou save the people?
My friends, Kevin Kline, Bill Hurt, they were all going off and becoming famous, and I was still plodding along. I mean, working, but it wasn't the kind of meteoric rise that a lot of my friends around me were having. There were many times when I was very depressed and counting pennies to get on the subway in New York.
But not anymore. Victor Garber is the toast of Broadway after starring roles and Tony nominations for Damn Yankees, Death Trap, Little Me, and Art, among others.
What was that first one? Over here?
And he's in demand for films and made-for-TV movies.
This way.
A non-stop workhorse.
Can I call her and tell her you're coming?
Who hopes that one day he'll be just as quietly famous in Canada as he is in the U.S.
It's Millard. Talk to me. That's the one.
I'm just a guy who's trying to, who's making a living as an actor. That's really what I do.
Annie, I couldn't be more delighted.